Welcome back to Elevator Paso, guys. We are in that part of the show where we get to learn a little bit about what's going on in our community, that part of the show where we get to elevate our mind. For this today, we're going to go into Goodwill and speak with Ray Garcia and Nicole Rodriguez, who are about to give us a little bit of the insight of what the organization's all about. I personally was under that stereotype that Goodwill was only centered around retail. Come to find out, there is a whole variety of involvement in our community that we should all be aware of. Stick around, guys. We got a great show lined up for you today, and this is just the beginning. Nicole, how are you?
Good to see you.
Ray, how are you?
Nice to see you, brother.
Nicole, I hear that Goodwill has been in our community for many, many decades now, and that it's available for employment for all kinds of demographic. Would you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so we employ people with barriers to employment, which we consider barriers to be people with mental, physical, intellectual disabilities, or people with Spanish as a first language. Anything that would prohibit anyone from getting employment, we employ those people. And what I mean by prohibiting people is that we employ people that have maybe a criminal record, maybe they have a language barrier, maybe they're transitioning from the military for the first time and this will be their first job outside of the military. So we consider all that a barrier to employment.
And Ray, tell us a little bit about the structure of the business itself. When they come in, they do have the ability to grow within the company?
Yeah, and that's a big thing that I push. Initially, we used to position our company as, come work with Goodwill, build your resume and then move somewhere else. But that's really not the case anymore. I'm really big on promoting people. So they can move up. I love promoting people into management. If they want to stay. There's a bunch of areas they can work. They can work at the stores. They can work in transportation. They can work in the warehouse. A lot of people don't know that we're in a bunch of different businesses. One of them, for example, is we do dock destruction. We also do contracts. We're the company that manages the cart that goes back and forth at the warehouse. So there's a whole bunch of different businesses that we're in, and of course, it's all structured around working with people with disabilities and that kind of thing.
That's incredible. It sounds like it's a whole range of things beyond the storefront that we're all used to thinking of.
Yes.
Can you think of any success story, or what would be the ideal success story in a situation like this, coming in from employment from the bottom up?
So I think our biggest success story is that we are integrated with the Isleta Independent School District. We do vocational training for students that are transitioning from high school with disabilities. They've aged out of the high school program, and we're giving them on-the-job training in a retail setting before they graduate. So they actually have retail experience before. So we make sure that they're employable. And then they graduate, and then we'll extend offers to them or help them get employed elsewhere, like Walgreens or other retail settings. So.
That's excellent. And how long have you guys been working with these programs?
So this program that we created, it's the only one in the country, and it's been in existence since 2011. But that program in particular is all funded through the donations that we get from the community.
Excellent. And if somebody's interested in donating, how would they go about that?
Yeah, and so we're different than a typical not-for-profit where you open up your pocketbooks. This one, you're opening up the household items that you're donating, and we sell those items in the stores, and then 85 cents out of every dollar goes to all of our programs.
That's amazing. So I believe the stereotype is that Goodwill's out there to offer household items at a discount. But beyond that, it's also a way to fund so many social programs that are going out there. Right. Is there any other example that you could think of where Goodwill's involved in our El Paso community?
Yes. So like Ray said, we employ people from all over the community with barriers. And so we might be their first shot at employment. And we work directly with the probation courts. And we have direct employment lines with the vocational transitioning here in El Paso. the state programs.
Excellent. Any last words, any last messages you feel people should know about your Goodwill?
I think the big thing is donations drive our business. A lot of people, like we said earlier, they think that we get donations, we sell them, and who knows what happens with the money. But again, 85% of every dollar we bring in goes back into training people with disabilities, working with military transitional individuals. So yeah, keep the donations coming. You asked about how we work that part. Well, a lot of people are not aware of the fact that we do pickups for larger items also. So feel free to give us a call, because we'll do pickups at your house as well.
And I think for us too, the donations and the money and everything stays in our community in Las Cruces. So we're autonomous from all other Goodwills out there. So we work independently in our community. The donations stay here, or if you donate in Las Cruces, they stay in Las Cruces, and we sell them there, and the money stays there.
And that too is also new to me. That is great, a great detail to know. It's awesome to know that it is something we are directly affecting our community.
Correct. So you can think of it as an investment in somebody who may be less fortunate in your community, or doesn't have the opportunities that are afforded to everybody. So we fill that gap.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much for the opportunity to come in, learn a little bit more about Goodwill, and I hope that we're able to come back and follow up with some of these programs that you guys have going on.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
We welcome you back.
Thanks
you.
for coming
you.
in. Appreciate it.